Hello guys and welcome back. Welcome back to Dylan's Little Hobbies.
Subscribe to Dylan's Little Hobbies right now.
Hello guys and welcome back. Welcome back to Dylan's Little Hobbies. And in today's video, today is a live stream. So today is a pretty awesome day to me, and the reason why is because, hey, guess what? We got the Obi-Wan Kenobi trailer. And of course, I did a live reaction to the Obi-Wan Kenobi trailer. You guys can go check that out if you want. Oh my god, I just want to sit down, hang out, and talk about the Obi-Wan trailer. But not just the Obi-Wan trailer. I also want to, of course, talk about all of the stuff that was basically confirmed. A lot of the stuff we already knew was coming. We basically just got it, like, reconfirmed that it's coming. Like, we already knew that this was supposed to come out. This was, like, supposed to come out, like, last year, even. COVID and all of that really put a stop to a lot of things. So what am I, of course, talking about? Well, it turns out that, today was I want to call it the investor meme, because we thought it was going to be the investor meme. Turns out it was indeed the sharehold meme. And I don't really have much to say about the quote-unquote sharehold meeting, like all of that business talk. It's yeah. I was expecting the investor meme, and I was expecting a lot more stuff to come out. In fact, let's face it, the Obi-Wan Kenobi trailer shouldn't have come out with this. It should have come out with Super Bowl. It should come out with the Super Bowl, and I guess they just didn't have it ready or whatever, or maybe they were banking on people to want to see it, so people would have to watch the shareholder meme to get the trailer. Like, I mean, that I can kind of see that, but there wasn't really much of the shareholder trailer that I was interested in, other than because I'm just a watcher of the stuff, what consumer, if you want to call it that. I just like watching the movies, watching the TV shows, stuff like that. And let's talk about, what actually came with it. Before we do that, someone should make a video, top 10 animated Star Wars characters in live action film. The comic characters will be separated. Make a video about the top 10 animated Star Wars characters. Maybe that's an idea. I could probably do that for you. I could probably do something for you. That gives me a pretty good idea. And maybe not only will I make a video on it, but who knows? Maybe later on in the stream we could end up talking about that as well. So the first thing I want to discuss here is what actually came out of Marvel. There really wasn't much that came out of the Marvel, not at all. But we did get something that I'm actually looking forward to. I'm actually looking forward to She-Hulk. I'm really looking forward to She-Hulk, actually. And here's the reason why I'm actually looking forward to She-Hulk. The reason why I'm looking forward to She-Hulk is because when it comes to the Hulk, okay, I like the Hulk. I like Hulk and Thor Ragnarok, but what the heck happened to Hulk between the events of Infinity War and Endgame? Because I don't like Professor Hulk at all. What the heck happened there? I want an explanation for it. Not to mention She-Hulk. I always enjoyed her in. I'm not a comic book reader, but I used to watch the old Hulk TV shows. There were a couple of Hulk TV shows back in the day that I used to watch from like the 1990s. I used to watch reruns of those. And She-Hulk, She-Hulk, Bruce Banner's cousin. I always liked her. I always thought, you know what, that would be pretty cool if we got a She-Hulk. Something that I hope they don't do, and it doesn't seem like they're going to do, is I hope they don't turn her into a mindless character, like Hulk was from the very beginning. Maybe to start out with, but She-Hulk always had a personality to her when it came to her in not only the comic books, which I never read the comic books, but the TV shows especially, I think did a great job presenting She-Hulk, and I would really like to see She-Hulk. Now, another one that we have is the Marvels. What can I say about the Marvels? I don't care. I don't care. Marvels. There we go. Save. I don't care about the Marvels at all. I could care less about the Marvels. I mean, Captain Marvel, not a big fan. I liked what's the other one? I don't know. The Marvels TV shows. When I saw it along with the trailer that they showed, I was like, meh, okay. I could care less about. Apparently, this is gonna be a TV show. Yeah, apparently this is gonna be a TV show. I'm really not interested in this one at all, and that's just my opinion. We didn't hear anything about Guardians of the Galaxy, which is something that I, of course, want to see. And then you're gonna ask me about Thor, Love, and Vomit. Thor, Love, and Vomit. That's right, Thor, Love, and Vomit. I do not want this one at all, and I plan to in the future actually talk about my thoughts on Thor as a character. It's really funny because in the first Thor, I'm really not a fan of Thor. Uh, Not in his movie at least. I really like Thor in the Avengers movie, but I like Loki more than Thor. Thor, I don't know, he's just not my kind of character. Not in the first Thor anyway. And then you have Thor the Dark World. We'll get into that because I can tell you what. Thor the Dark World, and this might be a surprise to people who are watching. Thor the Dark World is the best Thor movie. It's the best Thor we got out of the MCU. After that, he was a joke. Thor was a joke. Now, I love Thor Ragnarok as much as the next guy. Man, I love Thor Ragnarok. That was the funniest movie. That was the funniest MCU movie to date. Even funnier than Guardians of the Galaxy. That movie is hilarious. But Thor is kind of a joke. And then what they did to him in Infinity War, oh my god, Infinity War Thor is what I want for Thor. In Endgame, I was I was happy to laugh at him. I was having fun, but then they didn't give Thor the gauntlet. Thor did not get to snap people back into existence. I say that was a wasted opportunity. And then at the end, Thor is supposed to become king. He's supposed to sit on his throne, and he just gives it up. He's like, nah, you're queen now. I'm done. I'm done. I'm gonna hang out with the Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, no! And then Thor the Dark World. Guys, this is what is gonna happen to Thor the Dark World. Thor's gonna lose his powers to his once girlfriend, and those two are going to probably hook up both the Queen of Asgard now and Thor's ex, and then Thor will probably die at the end. Like, I don't want to see this movie. I don't want to see one of my, I wouldn't call them favorite characters, but that's only because I've never really liked Thor. Thor is one of the big characters of the MCU, and I never really liked him, and now you're going to mess him up even more. So it's like, really? Why are you going to destroy this character? And for those of you who are fans of Thor, I feel sorry for you because, man, they're just going to tear apart Thor and Thor Love and Thunder. Like, I am not ready for Thor Love and Vomit at all. I do not want to see this movie. The only way they can fix this movie, and if I hear rumors about it, and it's actually what I want, I will literally, if they do what I want them to do, I will literally put down everything I have. If I hear this rumor, I will put down everything I have and run to the theater. If Thor becomes King of Asgard and finishes his character properly in Thor Love and Thunder, I don't think it's gonna happen. That's what should happen. Thor is supposed to become King of Asgard. And of course, we'll talk more about this in other projects. What else? What else? I Am Groot. We got Loki. We got Wanda. Hawkeye, I made a review for. I did not like Hawkeye at all. Nothing about Ironheart, which I'm glad because I don't really want Ironheart. Moon Knight. Now, Moon Knight looks interesting, but like I have no interest. It looks interesting, but like I can kind of go any way with it. I want, actually, you know what? I don't care about the other movies. Doctor Strange, that's it. Once I watch Doctor Strange, I'm probably gonna walk out of Marvel. I want to see Guardians of the Galaxy because I want to see what they do with Gamora. Other than that, those two films, that's it. I could care less about anything. I'm interested in She-Hulk, but you know, it's not like the biggest thing that will make or break me being interested in Marvel. I swear, if they start doing shows and they start bringing in, like, maybe they do like a season 5 of Murdoch, not Murdoch, Daredevil. If they start doing a season 5 of Daredevil, I will literally come right back and watch it because I love the way Daredevil was. I want them to continue the Daredevil story. Boy, if they do another season 5 to Daredevil or anything like that, because rumor has it that they're bringing that stuff to Disney Plus, some more adult things to Disney Plus, I will literally give them like all my money. I will sit down and watch Daredevil. Like I will. If they do it, if they bring back Daredevil, because I love the Daredevil Netflix shows and all of that with the King and all of those characters. Fantastic what Netflix did, and I would love for them to bring not only brought back to Disney, but for Disney to continue those stories. I want it done. That's just my opinion. Okay, so that's pretty much the Marvel side of things. I think we should actually go ahead and talk about the Star Wars side of things. So, this is going to be kind of interesting because we really didn't get any much. We got confirmation about Andor. I can't wait for Andor. I was hoping to get an Andor trailer today because we got the Obi-Wan trailer today. The reason why I want the Andor show so badly is because it is something new, it is something different. I'm a little tired of Disney constantly, you know, constantly taking some of our favorite characters and destroying them. I mean, look at what they did with, and they did this with a couple of them. Look at what they did with Palpatine. Yeah, that was great. Recently, they brought back Boba Fett, and they should have probably left him in the Sarlacc pit. And they keep ruining Luke Skywalker. And yet, they fix him in Mando, and I loved him in the Book of Boba Fett. I love what they're doing with Luke. I would love to get a Kylo Ren show with Luke Skywalker in it. Because I feel like through Kylo Ren, you can actually fix a lot of the problems with Luke Skywalker in the sequel trilogy. I'm not saying everything because, I mean, my God. I mean, he milks a cow and drinks its green milk. That. Oh, God, that scene was disgusting. But I really am excited for Andor because it's a different character. It's a new character. I like Mando. Mando is awesome. Obviously, Boba Fett. I love the show, but at the end of the day, they ruined the character of Boba Fett, and there was nothing to take away from that show other than it was cool. That's it. That's what I don't want. And now I know they're gonna be doing Ahsoka. I love Ahsoka. She is one of my absolute favorite characters. But the thing about Ahsoka is she's already a pre-established character. Granted, we don't know how her story's going to end, which is great. We can continue her story. But I want some brand new characters. I want some characters we haven't met before. And Andor was a character we only met once. What was his backstory? And something that I loved about Andor in Rogue One was when you met this guy, boy, he was doing the wrong things for the right reasons. You know, he shot that one rebel that was on his team because the guy couldn't walk. And granted, that was a horrible moment, but you gotta think that guy wasn't going to make it. And if he left him alive, the Empire would have caught him and probably tortured him and got the information out about the Rebel Alliance, which wasn't going to be a good thing. In other words, the Rebel Alliance isn't just all light and shadows. We want to see some of the darker moments from the Rebels. And what do we have from Rogue One? We get to see some of those darker moments. What I want is I want those darker moments through a character like Andor. And okay, so we're not going to get K2SO in the first season. I'm all right with that. I'm completely all right with that. Because as much as I love K2SO, I'm much more interested in the character story of Andor. And I would say the same thing for dang it, what was that one guy's name? Rogue One characters. Okay, here we are. And Saw Gerrera was great too. Chirrut. I would love to see a show about Chirrut. And yes, I know we already know that Andor's story where he's gonna die, but we don't know where he's gonna go. And I would love a Saw Gerrera show as well because again, Saw Gerrera, we first meet him in Star Wars: The Clone Wars, but what happened to him during the events of the Empire? We don't know that. We just see his death at the end. I would love to see more Saw Gerrera as well in the future because I want some darker stories. And you kind of can't do it with the heroes without ruining them. But with brand new characters that we only know so much about, like Saw Gerrera, Cassian Andor, she would do she would Emily. I'm probably saying that name wrong. Boz Bodhi Rook. That was a pretty good character. I would love to see the darker tones of Star Wars, the shadow side of the Rebel Alliance. And I think through Andor we're going to get that. I hopefully we don't just do Andor though, you know. Maybe it can all just be in the Andor show, but I would like to see Saw Gerrera and other characters as well, especially Saw Gerrera. Give me more of that, please. Give me more of that. Okay, let's read some comments. That scene when he drinks milk was like out of Survivor Man from the TV show where he is. You know what? Luke Skywalker eating a giant bug, I'd be fine with. But don't have him milk that cow. Curse you, Ryan Johnson! I hate Ryan Johnson. So they were trying to make him look cool in that way. But yeah, it came off just... No, it was just terrible. But I see what they were trying to do. No, they were trying to ruin the character of Luke Skywalker. Ryan Johnson even screwed with his own movie. He ruined his own movie by not adding a very important scene that was cut out, and that scene was all about the third lesson that Luke teaches to Rey. They cut that whole scene out for no reason at all, but they kept Luke Skywalker milking the cow. Why was the milking cow scene so important to Ryan Johnson, but you cut out some of the most important bits of Rey's training? Ugh, I hate that movie. I too threw up in my mouth just a bit. Yeah. But it's okay. I wish Tom Cruise was there and enjoyed it. Use it on us shows. Oh, God. Okay, so. Yeah, that is about it for Star Wars. Now, from Disney, we got Turning Red. That looks like a cute movie. I definitely want to see it. And then we have the Buzz Lightyear movie. Ooh boy. What can I say about the Buzz Lightyear movie? Yeah. I don't think I can say much about the Buzz Lightyear movie. Not at this point. Like, I just want the story to be good. I kind of don't like the animation of Buzz Lightyear. I really kind of don't like the way it looks. As just me, as 100% me, I don't like the character designs that they're using for Buzz Lightyear. I hope Buzz Lightyear turns out to be good. I really do. I want the story to be good at least. It doesn't really look that good though. Not in terms of its design at least. Not in my opinion. I don't think so. I think they were trying to make him cooler to a group of people who did not like the show that much. No. Okay, Jaxlaw, so I did a video talking about Luke Skywalker versus a character from Sing. And I'm telling you, the story that Ryan Johnson was trying to tell with Luke Skywalker, he failed at. He failed. But they did that story correctly and successfully in Sing 2. Go check out that video when you have a chance, Jaxlaw, because I think it's an interesting topic, and I'm very proud of that video. And it was disgusting to them because they wanted to make it more... No, they just ruined that movie. Ryan Johnson ruined episode. He ruined Star Wars with that movie. It's so bad. And episode 9 did little to fix it. I'm not saying I hate episode 9. I'm saying it did little to fix the problems with episode 8. And you know, it's because it didn't have a plan. That's the big thing about that movie, is that whole trilogy, they didn't have a plan. You know? They didn't have a plan. Okay, enough of that. So I basically talked about everything I wanted to talk about, and almost nobody showed up. I don't know where all my friends went, but oh well, you got me. You got me for a half hour just blabbing on about some of the cool stuff that we got. I wish we had an Andor trailer. I'm glad we got the Obi-Wan Kenobi trailer. Oh my god, the Obi-Wan Kenobi trailer is pretty darn cool. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a little bit of a breakdown of the Obi-Wan Kenobi trailer. That's what I'm going to do. I just gotta bring up Obi-Wan Kenobi trailer. Obi-Wan Kenobi trailer. Okay. So I'm gonna do just a breakdown of the Obi-Wan Kenobi trailer here. Just for you guys, just for fun. Alright. I'm gonna turn on my camera. That's what I'm gonna do. Alright. So, there we go. Let's share the screen. And we got bots. Block. Okay, so I'm sure it will be good. They did good on the rest of the movies, but it's anyone asking for more? Yeah. Or are they making the movie just to make more cash off the name? They are 100% just making it for the money. That's the thing with Disney. Disney no longer makes anything. I'm convinced they no longer make anything for the sake of making it. They only make it for money. They only want to bank off the name. They only want to bank off the properties. They don't make anything new. They don't make anything new. And that's the biggest problem. I can't stand the fact that they're doing Pinocchio. Why are they doing Pinocchio? If you guys want to know something really funny, Pinocchio, I've seen twice. I've seen this movie twice. I've seen it once when I was a little kid. It terrified me. It terrified me. I'm so scared of Pinocchio. I watched it once as an adult. And I respect the movie. I respect the lesson of the movie. You know what? If it wasn't for Pinocchio, I wouldn't be the man I am today. Because I swear that movie, if you take away the lesson from that movie, it's a big lesson to take away. Then, especially for a little kid, you know, don't do anything wrong. Be a good kid. Like, take that lesson to heart. Otherwise, you turn into a donkey. You turn into a. I'm not gonna curse. But yeah, that movie terrified me as a kid. I saw it once as an adult. It still kind of terrifies me. Like, I love that movie. I respect that movie. I respect its lesson. It's a classic movie. That movie terrifies me. And I can't believe that they're doing this movie in live action. Stop making live action remakes, Disney. The only good movie that they made with live action remakes was the Dumbo live action remake. And the reason why is because if you're going to make a movie, change something about it. Not too much so it doesn't feel like the same movie, same story, but change something about it. Where It's something at least different and new to watch, and they don't do that with their movies. The only movie they did that with was Dumbo, and I end up loving Dumbo. They screwed up Lion King, and I mean, okay, the Jungle Book wasn't that bad, but they really add nothing to Aladdin. I didn't even see Aladdin. Aladdin doesn't look good to me. And now they're doing. They destroyed Mulan, which Mulan is one of my favorite movies, one of my favorite princess movies, and Mulan was good. They ruined Mulan, and then they also plan to ruin the Little Mermaid, which I hate the Little Mermaid. Actually, I kind of really don't like the Little Mermaid at all. I've seen that movie maybe 100 times because of my little sister. She loved The Little Mermaid. I even saw the Little Mermaid cartoon. I've seen all versions of The Little Mermaid, including The Little Mermaid 2 and 3, because, again, of my little sister at the time. But The Little Mermaid, not really that great of a movie, and I can't believe they're now going to be doing a live version of it. I hope that they make the fish look real, because I think what they did with what was that movie called? I know it's a different studio, but Aquaman, the fish in Aquaman, like the world of Aquaman, just the underwater world, it can look so alien and so different and so cool. If they do that with The Little Mermaid, I might watch it, but really, I just don't like the remakes. Why are they remaking everything? It sucks. Okay, let's read some comments. I will check it out. You ever read the Jack Richard book? No, I haven't. Tom Cruise focuses way on the movie. Tom Hanks as doesn't fit. I never flipped out more over a movie. Okay. Some actors in the film doesn't fit Nick Cage as the Captain of America, World War II, Cruisers, and Pin was so dumb. Oh, are you talking about Dumbo? Oh no, Dumbo was perfect. Every time it came up. The Dumbo live action remake was their only perfect movie, in my opinion. It really was. And then we're talking about remakes. That's about it. That's about all I have to say about the remakes. I saw the Beauty and the Beast one. That was okay. They do okay movies, and that's not like these movies aren't going to be memorable later on in the future because they're not really good movies. Disney doesn't make classic movies anymore. Their last classic movie from Disney wasn't Disney, and that was Coco. That was Coco. Coco was their last great movie. I really, really loved that fish movie. I can't remember the name of it right now from Pixar, but that's Pixar. What movie came from Disney that I actually thought was a classic? I think the last one was probably Moana. Moana wasn't even as good as Tangled. I like Moana, but wasn't good as Tangled. Like, Disney doesn't make classics anymore. They make mediocre films. And I'm talking about Disney itself. I'm not talking about Pixar. Pixar is probably the only company that seems to be doing great films. And that's why I trust that Pixar's film, when it comes to Buzz Lightyear, is going to be good, even though I don't like the look of it. That's just my take. No, not the Dumbo. Dumb means bad. Oh, okay. Okay, so now that we've kind of talked all about that, let's actually get back to what we were supposed to do. And we were supposed to break down this trailer. We were supposed to break down this trailer. Now, I'm not going to show you sound or anything. We're just going to watch this trailer, break it down a little bit, tell you my thoughts about it. This is the third time I've watched this trailer today. Let's see. All right. So we got Obi-Wan. Let's go back. I'm pretty sure that's Obi-Wan walking through the desert on his I'm gonna call it a camel, even though it's a Star Wars camel. I can't remember the name of the Star Wars camel. Maybe you can. Let me know down in the comments below about the Star Wars camel. Okay. Okay, so yeah, he Obi-Wan's on that Star Wars camel. Man, Ewan McGregor looks so good. Oh boy. Okay. Share. Okay. And then we got this. Now this is the moment I kind of freaked out because that's little Luke Skywalker. That's little Luke. He's like pretending that he's flying in an X-wing, probably. Yeah, that's little Luke. I freaked out at the moment. I loved that moment of the trailer, him watching over Luke. And then, of course, our first look at Obi-Wan. Oh, and then, oh my god, and the music, by the way, awesome. Awesome choice of music. Let's go back here. Ah, dang it. I'm trying to get that good look. There we go. Man, Ewan McGregor looks so good as Obi-Wan Kenobi right there. That right there is my Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now, this is great because he is bringing his version of Obi-Wan Kenobi and the Alec Guinness Obi-Wan Kenobi from the later films. Put them together, right? During this time period. That is exactly how I pictured Obi-Wan Kenobi looking. I love that. I love that Obi-Wan. Ewan McGregor looks so good in this shot. I'm just sorry. He looks so good in this shot. It's so nice to see Ewan McGregor, Obi-Wan Kenobi back. The camel looks like mix from Ice Age creatures. Yeah, pretty much. Kenobi hair's a little grown. He does have haircut kit or scripts to keep his hair short. I don't know. He's definitely got a good beard. Boy. Okay. And then, of course, the Lucasfilm logo. Oh, that is so cool with it just disappearing as the sand blows over. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. Then we got the Grand Inquisitor ship. This is so cool. What the heck? Okay. Now this next reveal. Okay, if you guys don't know who this is the Grand Inquisitor from Star Wars Rebels. The Grand Inquisitor from Star Wars Rebels is going to be in this. I love this idea, and we got some of the Inquisitors. Like this is I believe he's called like the second brother, or is it the third brother, something like that, from Star Wars Rebels. So cool to see these characters back and in live action, nonetheless. That's interesting. Do you think Jedi shave their beards with lightsabers? Gotta make that beard look nice. Gotta make that hair look nice. Let me know. Just something that came up. Okay, and yeah, Jedi cannot help what they are. They want to help people. This is the hardest time of Obi-Wan Kenobi's life because Obi-Wan just lost. And he's going to be going through a lot of mental pain. He just lost Anakin. He just lost his family. Realized that the only family Obi-Wan technically has was the Jedi Order, and the Jedi Order is lost due to the man due to the child that he trained, that he was supposed to look after. He's going to be feeling a lot of responsibility and putting that on himself in this. So seeing that type of Obi-Wan Kenobi is what we're going to get in the series, I feel. And I love that. Just this look here says it all. This look from Obi-Wan Kenobi here says it all. I absolutely love the way Obi-Wan Kenobi looks here. That look just says it all. Okay. Fifth brother Inquisitor should be a bit buff shape in Rebels. He is a bit buff. Yes, but kind of the actor. You know what? Maybe realize this is before Star Wars Rebels, so maybe before the events of Star Wars Rebels, he starts working out. Hmm? Just a little. I don't mind that. Little tiny details like that, it is what it is. It's the difference between cartoons and live action. They save the beard. They shave the beard, not just with the lightsaber, but they are not even touching it. Yes, they're just using the Force. They're standing in the mirror with the lightsaber just floating around them and like, right. I like that. You think Obi-Wan Kenobi is doing that with the lightsaber these days? Okay, again, we see some Inquisitors. Yeah, and okay, so this female Inquisitor, a lot of people might not know who this female Inquisitor is. I know who that is. This Inquisitor comes from the Darth Vader comics. So cool that they added her back in this. And then here, it looks like someone is hanging. I'm pretty sure that Obi-Wan Kenobi, he's a Jedi. He wants to help those around him, but he can't reveal himself. And probably somebody's going to come to town. I don't know if it's necessarily going to be the Inquisitors. It's probably just a hooligan gangster on Tatooine hung this guy to show everybody that he's not messing around. And while Obi-Wan would want to help him, he can't. That's what I think this scene is. And then we push to this scene. Now, who is this guy? I think. I am not 100% certain about this. I am pretty sure that this is Luke's uncle. I am pretty sure that this is Luke's uncle. Yeah, again, we get another shot of that female Inquisitor. Cool ship. Yes, we got some stormtroopers, not stormtroopers, but Imperial officers. More shots of that trooper. I wonder if she's gonna play a big role. Like maybe she's going to hunt down Obi-Wan Kenobi. I highly doubt that she's ever gonna find Obi-Wan Kenobi. She's probably gonna let Vader know something is out there. Now, the whole debate, should Vader actually fight Obi-Wan Kenobi in this? My answer is no. No, don't let that happen. But some type of mental fight within the Force? I would love that. I would love that. Okay, some droids, some stormtroopers. Really cool action. The Grand Inquisitor with his lightsaber. Between Darkness. Okay, so again, just some cool. Hope survives. I like that. We see Obi-Wan Kenobi. Hope survives. He's protecting the new hope of the galaxy. He's protecting Luke Skywalker in this. I don't think Obi-Wan Kenobi is going to leave the planet. However, I'm actually would be all right with the idea that he gets a call on something and he has to go and do something. I would be fine with that. I would be perfectly fine with him leaving Tatooine. But I can understand why a lot of people wouldn't be. It just depends on how they do the story. Depends on how they do the story. Okay. We can only pick it apart so far, but it doesn't look good. We can only pick it apart so far, but it doesn't look good. The Obi-Wan Kenobi trailer, it doesn't look good to you? Nindroid brought up a good point that there will be more groups within the larger group could enjoy this one just as much as the rest. Possible. I wonder how the story takes place 5 years after episode 3. You and me both. You and me both. It could have what everyone wants. Yes. Yes and no. So, I'm going to be honest with you guys, and I said this in my trailer reaction as well. As much as I absolutely love Obi-Wan Kenobi, the thing is, I don't want them to ruin the character of Obi-Wan Kenobi. I don't want them to ruin the character of Darth Vader. Because they have a track record of ruining characters. Don't get me wrong, I am hyped because this just released. This is brand new. I'm on that hype train. But I'm keeping my expectations for the series low. It could have everything that everybody wants. I actually think Cassian Andor is going to be better than this one. And I actually think the Ahsoka show is going to be better than this one. I still want to see Obi-Wan. But you guys gotta remember, so Obi-Wan Kenobi, when this was actually first announced a long time ago, and there was rumors before that, so they said, "Oh, we're gonna be doing Obi-Wan Kenobi," and Kathleen Kennedy comes by, looks at the script, says, "Oh, this is way too much like Mando. We gotta toss it out the door." First off, it was a move. It was a movie. Next thing you know, it was gonna be a trilogy. The Han Solo movie came out. That was a bust. That was terrible for Disney's profits. And they said, no more anthology films. Oh, but you know what? Let's take the script, turn it into a show. Kathleen Kennedy looks at the script and is like, toss that out the window. Let's think about something different. And then you had COVID and all of this and that. Like, it's gone through so many different versions, I feel like, that I don't know. I don't know. At the same time, you know, this is Obi-Wan Kenobi. They have to get this right. They have to get this right. And the girl who actually filmed, who directed the best episode of season 1 of Mando, the last episode, she is in fact directing this entire show. I like that. I can't wait to see how her direction goes with this. But I'm worried about the fact that the script has been written like 4 times for the show and thrown out the window. Like, what part of the story is left after that? I don't know. I'm keeping my expectations low. And I mean, the thing is, this is something that I have with Star Wars right now. Star Wars, the Clone Wars, the originals, the sequels, the prequels. Yes, even the sequels, though, had at least a lesson. Now the sequels failed in actually getting their lesson across, but they tried. Ugh, Mando was really good, but what can you take away from the Bad Batch? What can you take away from Resistance? What can you take away from a lot of the projects Disney Star Wars is doing? The fact that it looks cool? I don't kind of like that. And like the only really successful thing that they ever do is when they come up with new characters. Look at Rogue One. That was incredible with Jyn Erso. Look at Mando. That was incredible with Mando. And yes, the Ahsoka show is going to be good, but I mean, I have faith in the Ahsoka show. But I mean, you gotta think that you gotta just think that I think Cassian Andor is going to be better than the show because Cassian Andor is a new character. They can literally just do something random with him, and we will be fine with it because we don't have expectations on this character because it's new to us. All we know about Cassian Andor is how he dies. That's it. And I am perfectly fine with knowing the ending of his story. I want to know the full story. I want to know the beginning of the story. And I'm so excited for that. And I want to know what lessons we can take away from it. If they do it right, if they put those lessons in. What can they do with this Obi-Wan Kenobi show? There's so many lessons, so many things you can do in the show that you can take away from the show. At the same time, they've already kind of like screwed with the script so many times. They said, oh, it's coming. Oh, it's late. Oh, now it's not. Oh, is it coming? Oh, here you go. We got the trailer for you guys. Like, I'm just like, I'm keeping my expectations low. I want it to be good, but I don't know. Okay, let's see this. Okay, so it could have everything we want. Living on Tatooine does doubling up Obi-Wan's age. Yes. So what it does is realize that planet has 2 suns. That's a dry planet. Your skin is going to wrinkle pretty quickly. So it makes him look older. Stormtrooper armor produced too quick after TK armor from Bad was discontinued, aka early armor, Stormtrooper armor. Yeah, pretty much. You're afraid of a retcon of story. That is good. Yes. Yes, that's exactly right. You need a lot. That is why. Yes. Okay. I know Filoni is bringing Ralph's concept art. Now, again, that is super cool. But Filoni has nothing to do with the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. And what has Filoni? His track record hasn't been good so far. Okay, Rebels was amazing. Clone Wars was amazing. But Resistance, he only came up with the concept. Resistance could have been cool if he was a part of it. He wasn't. And then you have, of course, Mando. Mando is great, but look at the Boba Fett show. Look at Bad Batch. As much as I love Dave Filoni, the whole feel that I got that he could do no wrong, that anything he touched turns to gold for me, I'm starting to lose that over time. And I actually wish that he was a part of this show. He's not part of Obi-Wan Kenobi at all. Okay. Prequels had a lot of changes. All three Clone Wars is no longer canon, which sometimes disrupts the Star Wars timeline. True, true. I'll give it that. It definitely wasn't perfect. Barriss Offree's death in Legends was better and would have made sense. You see, I'm not a Legends guy, so I don't know. What makes it right? What is the point to make everyone like it or make the fans that they have happy? So here's the thing about that. We are the consumers. The fans are the consumers. You want the fans to be happy. Give them a little bit of fan service. Give them Obi-Wan Kenobi with the lightsaber. Come on. You know? At the same time, you want to present a story that the fans are going to remember and take away. Because if they can't, if they don't, if all it is that it looks cool, then 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, no one's going to go back and watch that show. And you know what happens when that happens? You make no money off of that show. That's right. Star Wars, the original trilogy, alone, episode 4, the oldest, the first one, is still making money. It's still making money because of how much that movie is memorable. And there's the lessons you can take away from that movie. Okay? And that was just the first one. And then, of course, the prequels as well, being Darth Vader's backstory. I love the prequels. The Clone Wars. Everyone goes back and watches the Clone Wars for a reason. People 10 years down the line is going to want to watch the Clone Wars. I don't know if people 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, are going to want to go back and watch the Book of Boba Fett. I highly doubt it, because it's kind of lame. And same thing with Mando. As much as I love Mando, if they don't make this story, like, I don't know what to put, what to say. If they don't add something to the story that's memorable, that isn't just looking cool, but is actually there to, set a lesson into our minds, to connect it with the rest of the galaxy, and connect it with our own lives. If they can't get us to connect with it, if all we say is, it looks cool, then 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, they're not going to be able to profit off of these shows because no one's going to care. I don't want that to happen. And it's kind of already happened with Boba Fett and the Han Solo movie. Not once, but twice. Not once, but twice. That is not good. And the Bad Batch. I don't care what people say. The Bad Batch is not going to be memorable 5 years down the line. No one's going to care about the Bad Batch. No. Because there was nothing to take away from the Bad Batch other than, it looked cool. That's my problem. Okay. We all look at it with the points to it, all from what we want that to be or what we think that should be. Yes, I do agree with that. Okay, so, and again, that's why I don't want Obi-Wan to become. I don't want them doing this series because it looks cool. I want them, A, to have an actual story, and it seems like they do. B, have an actual lesson, and C, connect it together, make it memorable. Make it something I'm going to want to watch 10 times over. You know what? I'm being honest. I don't want to go back and watch Boba Fett. I want to watch some episodes of Mando, not all. They gotta change this. This is something I want to go back and watch the whole thing every single day. Like, they need to do that. They need to do that for us fans. Because if all it is it looks cool, they're not going to be able to make money off of it. Not in the long term, at least. Short term, sure. Not in the long term. And they need to. And that's the thing. Like, if if they do these shows and they just do it, just for it to look cool, sure, they make their money quick term, but they're supposed to be in here in the long term. And if they don't make the fans happy, guess what? The money is not going to come because eventually people are going to stop caring about the show. And I don't want that for Star Wars, and I definitely don't want that for the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. But because of all of that, keeping my expectations low for the show, even though there's so much potential you could do with Obi-Wan, and I'm so excited to see it. I'm keeping my expectations low because I don't have much faith in Disney. I'm just being honest. Okay. Okay. But I may not. Okay. We all point. Okay. Balance love and hate is sometimes stupid how Disney done the fans. Yes, it really is. You just make less for them. It's about the group that will play them most. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay. So if you're not in the group that likes what they're doing, if you're in the group that pays them less, they're going to go with the other one. And that's the scary thing, right? That's the scary thing. When they just keep putting out mediocre Star Wars. You are absolutely right, Jaxla. But hey, if this Obi-Wan Kenobi show is as good as I want it to be, that I know in my heart it should be, I'm going to give them every dollar I can. I don't think Disney cares about it in the way you do. No, they don't. They're corporate. They're just a corporation trying to make a quick buck. And they don't even think about making money in the long term anymore. It's just to make a quick buck. It's just to look cool. And that's what's wrong with Disney. That's why I have so many problems with Disney. But it's Disney. There will be cash coming. I don't know. Eventually, if it becomes so bad, because here's the thing, same thing with Marvel, same thing with Disney. Pixar is really the only one. Pixar and Star Wars is kind of the last two I have. Eventually, they keep going down this route, and they might lose me as a customer. Now, granted, I'm one little person, but there are more people who feel this way about Disney than you think. Most actually not as talkative as I am, being on YouTube and everything about it. But, doesn't Disney want to get pennies from everybody? Not just the filthy rich? Come on. That's how you make your money, Okay, you got, okay, yeah, a filthy rich person can give you $1,000, but you could probably get $10,000 from 10,000 people who are probably not poor, but just the average consumer. That's the difference. And that's the thing about like Disney's hotel. Disney having that $6,000 hotel. That is ridiculous. And unless I can go get a picture with Darth Vader on that hotel, and literally become a Jedi training with Yoda, I am not going to pay $6,000 for a 2-night stay. That is ridiculous. And they're going to lose money on that because no average consumer can go to that. Only the rich. And they would make more money from the majority making things for the majority of people than just the filthy rich, in my opinion. But that's just me. They will not sell it. Not more Star Wars. Okay, if you're right and enough drop, they will just sit on it and that's it. It's all over. Possible. It's possible. I don't want that for Star Wars, but I don't want to see it turn into trash either. So they gotta do something. They will lock it up. Well, you know what? Having it not ruined might be better. Like, Star Wars ended with Episode 6. And the sequel trilogy shouldn't have been a sequel trilogy. It should have been a spin-off movie, spin-off trilogy. I would have been fine with that. But calling it 7, 8, and 9, I don't think it should have been 7, 8, and 9. Star Wars ended with Episode 6, and I just don't want to see Star Wars ruined. But that's the difference. That's how much I care versus the way that everyone else cares. Anyway, yeah, this is an interesting topic, but it's been an hour and 5 minutes. I actually got to go make dinner and clean up and stuff like that. So, with that said, thank you guys for watching. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And I am out. Bye. Hello guys and welcome back. Welcome back to Dylan's Little Hobbies.
Subscribe to Dylan's Little Hobbies right now.